Well, everyone is pretty much in the shelter in place mentality, and most schools are doing distance learning or e-learning, and a lot of parents are starting to lose their minds. So I'm hooking up with Dana Edmonds, owner of the Tutoring Club of Jacksonville, and hopefully you can give us some insight on how the parents can maintain a wee bit of sanity.
Well, a wee bit of sanity or a lot of sanity. We're getting calls from parents that are really feeling stretched with this, and that's to be understood. The good thing is most teachers are in touch with their kids, and that's the blessing of all of this is right now they have some type of support.
Now, normally we're kind of talking like what parents can do to help their kids and stuff like that, but maybe this time you can kind of help a parent because a lot of parents, obviously, the new math is way out of our scope and the teachers are learning as well. So, do you have any kind of tips on how parents can help the student and help the teacher help them?
Well, I think the big thing, and I keep harping on this, is the parents really need to have a schedule. They cannot just turn the kids loose and say, okay, we're going to do it at some point. Well, school's not starting until this date, so we're going to wait. When the teachers are in contact, that's fabulous. There's accountability, but all teachers aren't in touch with their kids. So parents need to have a schedule, and they really need to be a part of this learning. They cannot, especially with an elementary student, they can't just turn them loose. There is a piece that the parents have to play. The school board's done a great job of putting something out there, but still some of these young students are going to have questions. And unfortunately, that math, the Common Core math is more difficult for people over, the age of 25 to really do.
Agreed. So, and a lot of it now is people having to learn how to be plugged in online because there's emails from each teacher and then the school. So you talk about having a schedule. What about like focusing to streamline some of that email back and forth?
Well, the emails are really important because, you do need to know what the teachers are telling you. And most of the time, teachers are sending examples of how to do the homework. So you can always email the teacher. And most teachers have been really good from what I'm hearing about getting back to a parent. There's whiteboards that can be used. So there are examples. Parent can't be afraid to ask. It's only as good as what they use, how they use it. So when you have teachers that are supportive, ask the questions, call a professional. We have launched our own virtual online tutoring, and we're really, the phone's ringing because of exactly what you're saying. So there's plenty of resources. It doesn't have to be Tutoring Club. We're just one resource. If they're not able to do it, if the teacher's, they're not able to get the help from the teacher, which is unusual, then call a professional. And there is good old Google. There are ways to Google to find out what the problems are. What we can't do is turn the student loose. And if they can't do it, we can't just put it to the side because right now it seems temporary. But there's a possibility, schools may not open back up until May or maybe not at all. And then we still start eventually a new year. And what scares me the most are kids that aren't prepared for a new year because FSAs will be back next spring. Everything, EOCs are all back. So where people see it as a vacation, it really can't be a vacation because there's still so much learning that has to be crammed in before next year's standardized testing.
Normally we talk about like parents don't get too involved in the learning process, let the teacher handle it. Is this a situation where the parent is actually going to have to put in some extra work and learn right along with their student?
You and I have talked before, and I'm always an advocate of independent learning, but not now. It's new because it's online. The students are struggling with just not being able to touch someone, as far as having that hands-on individualized approach from a teacher. But parents really have to be involved. If they can't be involved, then find someone that can help their student because it's tough for kids. High school kids are pretty used to the online platform and they'll be okay. But there's still going to be material, whether it's chemistry or physics or algebra 2. There's still things that parents can't do. So they've either got to help their student get the resources or, find someone that can help no matter what age student you have. You cannot just turn them loose and expect it to happen on their own.
So if people want to reach out to you online and kind of check in with the Tutoring Club of Jacksonville, where would they go?
They can go to jacksonvillefl@tutoringclub.com, or they can call us. We are taking our calls, even though we're not in the center, 904-268-8556. Reach out to someone. But overall, the faculty and staff of Duval County has been really, really good.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. And
stay healthy.
You too. I'm sure I'm going to be picking your brain for some more stuff really soon.
I have plenty of time on my hands, so anytime.